I'd been surrounded by wealth my entire life, but I'd never truly felt it. Money couldn't buy me the one thing I craved most: connection. People saw only the surface level, the lavish lifestyle, and not the emptiness beneath. I remember walking through the streets of downtown, feeling like a ghost, drifting unseen among the crowds. Every smile, every laugh, every warm touch seemed to pass me by, as if I was invisible. The city lights blurred together as I trudged along, lost in my own thoughts. It wasn't until I stumbled upon a small community center that something changed. They had a food bank, and I watched as people who looked like they'd been living on the edge of despair left with bags full of groceries. Their faces lit up with hope. Something about it struck me: these people, they didn't care what I had or didn't have. All they cared about was being seen. I started volunteering at the center, and for the first time in my life, I felt like I belonged. The smell of fresh bread, the sound of children's laughter, the feel of worn hands holding mine. It was all so foreign, yet somehow familiar. People began to notice me, not just my wealth, but me. And then she walked in her name tag read, Sarah. She had a way of making everyone feel like they were the most important person in the room. I watched as she worked with the kids, her patience and kindness on full display. When she caught my eye, something inside me shifted. It was as if time stood still. Months passed, and Sarah became my rock at the center. We'd talk about everything and nothing, our conversations a gentle dance of connection. For the first time in my life, I felt like I had someone who saw me, not just what I had. One day, while we were preparing for a holiday feast, she turned to me and asked, "How did you end up here?" And that's when it hit me. I realized I'd been pretending to be something I wasn't. The facade of poverty was just that, a carefully crafted mask. The truth is, I'm a millionaire. But for the first time in my life, I felt like I was living. I felt seen, heard, and understood. And it all started with Sarah.